Mike Sports Vibes. Thank you for vibing with me. Thank you for vibing with me. Minnesota Viking fans, I want to know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders. Everybody knows who Shedeur Sanders is, right? You know who's the father, right? The father of Shedeur Sanders is one of the best corners, debatably the best corner in NFL history, primetime Deion Sanders. And primetime Deion Sanders was drafted by the Falcons and somehow got to the stinking Cowboys. I don't know how, don't know why they would do such a thing, but he went to the Cowboys and won some Super Bowls. And I'm only saying this because I just want the Minnesota Viking fans to be careful to just want to draft Shedeur Sanders because of his father's greatness. I want to draft Shedeur Sanders because of his own greatness. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this to be like he's not going to be great. I'm just saying this, we just got to be careful. You know what I mean? We're going to see if he balls out in Colorado. Primetime, Deion Sanders is now the coach of the Colorado Buffaloes. And let's pray for Deion Sanders. I know he was in the hospital. He went through I'm not really sure the details of his medical condition, whatever happened. Hope the best for you. We praying for you. And but let me get back to Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders, very interesting player. A lot of people was telling me a lot about him, saying that we should draft him even first overall in the NFL draft in 2024. And I'm like, really? Okay, let me look him up. Let me see what's up with him. I'm gonna say when I was watching his highlights, right? When I was watching his highlights, a lot of the time he would be breaking people's ankles, but he wouldn't. When he would break their ankles, because he's about to get sacked by like a corner, linebacker, defensive tackle, whoever on defense trying to sack him, he wouldn't scramble to get a first down. He would actually look down the field and throw it to a wide receiver, and that's one thing I commend him for doing that, because that could literally save a lot of these quarterbacks' career, because the biggest and best quarterbacks are the ones that are dual threats right now, but the ones that can use their arm more than their legs. So yeah, because the trend in the NFL right now is the dual threat quarterback. It's not like it was back in the day with the GOAT Tom Brady, with one of the best of all time, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. If you want to put him up there, he ain't up there, but we just going to put him up there because he's a pocket. He's just an example I'm using. It's not like that no more. It's a dual threat, and he can definitely use his wheels, but he doesn't look to really scramble. He looks down the field to pass to a wide receiver, and I like that a lot. And another thing I like about him when I was watching his highlights is he would definitely throw into double, triple coverage. He has a strong arm, and he got that confidence. And I'm looking, he doesn't throw a lot of interceptions, so he's very confident in his ability, and that's what I like. He got that swagger like his father to be taking chances like that. Another thing I liked about him is he's very observative of the whole field. What I mean by that is he'll look at option one. If he's triple team, he might not throw it. He might throw it, but he'll look at option two and option three, and I like that about him. He's observing the whole field before he makes a pass. That's one thing I like about him, but I'm going to just talk about what he has done so far in his college career. He was with Jackson State Tigers at this time. Now he's with the Colorado Buffaloes against better competition, and that's going to build his stock up. That's going to build his stock up for the NFL, and hopefully he balls out, and we're going to see what happens. So for the first year, for 2021, 65.9 completion rating, threw for 3,231 yards, 7.8 average, 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. My big concern is the 35 sacks. He improved for the 2022 season. Completion percentage is 70.6. He threw for 3,732 yards, 7.7 average, 40 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns more. That's really impressive. I like that a lot. And 6 interceptions less. Not 6 interceptions less. 2 interceptions less, which he only threw for 6 interceptions in 2022. And he improved the sacks from 35 to 23 in 2022. So I like that he improved in the sack column. That's something that's very important. You definitely have to, even being a dual threat quarterback, you have to be very solid with your awareness around you, because you pretty much got to have eyes behind your head, on the side, and all that, because pocket awareness, because you got to make sure you don't get sacked, and that can destroy your team from winning a game. So I like him. I definitely do like him. Leave in the comments below what you think, Minnesota Viking fans, man. My Minnesota Viking family, I really appreciate you for vibing with me. And tell me what you think, man. Would you, depending on 2024, how he does, if he balls out, would you trade up in the draft to the first overall pick or 15th overall pick? Would you trade up? Would you take a chance on Shedeur Sanders? And not just because of his last name, because of his play. Also, I want to say he is only 21 years old. He is 6'2", 215 pounds. So he does have a little bit of size and weight to him. He's solid. Probably still growing. Never know. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for vibing with me. I really appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you are a Minnesota Viking fan, most definitely like and subscribe if you're a Minnesota Viking fan. And I'm going live after every single game this season, so tune in. Doesn't matter if we lose or win. We're going to talk that talk. We're going to vent about what's going on. If we win, it's going to be a party. If we lose, it's still going to be a party. So vibe with me, tune in, like and subscribe, and I'm out.